Welcome, Patriots, to WNHS-TV. I'm Smil Morris.
And I'm Paige Plater. In this episode, we've got reporting on events happening around the school, sports, and so much more.
While the seniors are getting ready to leave, juniors are getting ready to take those empty parking spots. But next year, that will be a challenge.
That's right. Reporter Courtney Garrisol was able to talk to some of the administration and students about the parking.
Next year, Northern Middle School is going under some big changes. While under construction, almost half of the parking lot will be blocked off.
It keeps me on my toes. I have to keep my attendance up and do well in school in order to get a spot.
Because a lot of parking spots will be closed until third period.
As of now, the timeline for the completion of the parking lot is still unsure.
Really won't affect anything until probably around winter break of next year, through the end of the year, and until construction is completed, which could be several years.
No matter what happens with the parking lot, everyone is so excited to see the changes that come to Northern Middle School. I'm Courtney Garrisol reporting for WNHS-TV.
If you're a senior next year and you do get a spot, you'll have to reapply for the spot after the second quarter. This leaves many Patriots with mixed opinions.
Speaking of mixed opinions, this year, some of the current seniors' first year to vote for the election. The 2024 primaries are underway. The candidates for various offices went head-to-head within their own party. The winners of the primary election will advance to the general election in November. Many juniors and seniors will be able to vote for the president, school board, Congress, and more in the fall. WNHS spoke with Ms. Ring about the importance of voting.
I just think that all Americans should vote if they can vote, because your voice is your choice, and if you don't vote, then you shouldn't get to complain either.
For the past few weeks, students have seen a familiar pop-up on their screens. So what is ClassWise and why was it downloaded on student computers? Here's Zach Hunting with more.
This is Zachary Hunting talking to Miss Guthrie about the new class technology LineWise.
I am Chris Guthrie, and I am an instructional coach that focuses on technology integration. System-wide, we're working with a company called LineWise. The product is called ClassWise, and what it basically does is it allows for students and teachers to ensure that we are maximizing learning by minimizing those distractions as they work on their laptops. And so this is a company that's been working with our engineers here at Calvert County to help ensure that if teachers want to focus students on certain sites, they can, and if we want to limit certain sites, we can do that as well.
I'm Zachary Hunting, reporter for WNHS-TV.
Big events are happening all around our school. One event is the girls lacrosse winning the SMAC championship. Here's Samantha Marty with more.
When the spring weather comes around, that means the lacrosse season is in business. With this new season starting, the girls lacrosse team is ready to take our school to states. The team is starting the new season with a banger by winning their games back and forth.
So far it's not bad. We're winning games. We're doing pretty good, I would say.
So far, our girls are confident with going and winning states with the help of their pre-ritual dance.
We always gritty through our ladders before we start warming up.
After we do ladders, we do the gritty.
With the playoffs coming, the girls are keeping a good mindset in order to secure their chances of winning states.
It's going really good. Everybody's working really hard, and I think we have a really good chance of going far this year.
Overall, the girls are excited for this year's season with the hopes of being regional champs again.
But we also have goals to win SMAC, regionals, and then states.
Good luck, girls. This is Samantha Marty reporting for WNHS-TV.
Another big event that happened at the school recently was the mock crash. Isaac Summers has more.
A couple weeks ago, Northern High School held a mock crash for upperclassmen. Organized by Miss Ailey, the demonstration featured Calvert County Sheriff's Department along with other first responders. The purpose of the mock crash was to educate students about distracted driving as well as driving under the influence. The scenario involved students leaving a party after drinking. Although not everyone was under the influence, it still led to a crash and even deaths.
We make it as real as possible to make it a real life scenario to what really happens, the injuries to the wounds to that they suffered in the accident, to really show the students here at the high school what really happens during an accident that somebody's either impaired by drugs or alcohol.
Student actors portrayed the aftermath of the simulated crash. Being in full makeup and having practical effects really opened up the eyes of students about the brutal truth of drinking and driving.
I think seeing these mock crashes, it's really impactful. I hope to the students, I know every time I see one, it really is.
What many students thought would be simply an opportunity to get out of class quickly turned into an educational experience. Agreed upon by both students and staff, the realism made sure that the message was conveyed. The event was a hit. This is Isaac Summers from WNHS-TV.
And we also recently celebrated Earth Day here at Northern. Earth Day is a yearly event that supports conservation efforts worldwide. These events include over 1 billion in over 193 countries. The NHS environmental classes hosted local grade schools.
Where am I looking? Okay. Recently, the Nine Inch Nails album, The Downward Spiral, celebrated its 30th anniversary here at WNHS. Our reporters went around and asked people how the album impacted them. Here are Gabe and Wyatt with more.
March 8th marked the 30th anniversary of Nine Inch Nails' sophomore album, The Downward Spiral. Now, I know that doesn't seem particularly important. Nine Inch albums are turning 30 all the time. Why does this one matter? Well, The Downward Spiral is one of the most critically acclaimed albums of all time, with its acclaim persisting throughout the 3 decades since release. It's also one of me and Wyatt's favorite albums, so that's most of what we're talking about today. For some background, The Downward Spiral is a sophomore album of industrial rock band Nine Inch Nails, led by Trent Reznor, whose freshman album, Pretty Hate Machine, created a notable underground following and even had some surprise hits. Pretty Hate Machine fused popular 80s and new wave sounds with harsher industrial sonics, which made for a very digestible album for mainstream audiences, while The Downward Spiral scrapped most mainstream influences in place with more electronic sound, which is why I think the album stayed in the minds of music fans for the past 30 years, while having some hooky songwriting that allowed it to chart.
I mean, I think it's really influential for industrial music. I think even looking at artists like Death Grips or JPEG Mafia, I feel like there's clearly kind of a line of influence.
The album isn't influential without reason. It's incredible. The intense vocal delivery of Trent Reznor and his lyrics pair beautifully with the harsh rock and electronic instrumentation.
Dude, just the experimental nature of the album just goes so hard. It's just so different from all of his other albums and so many other people's albums.
It is basically a flawless album front to back in my opinion, but if I had to choose favorites off the track list, it would definitely be Heresy, Closer, and Ruiner.
What is your favorite song off The Downward Spiral?
Probably the self-titled track Downward Spiral or Eraser.
Hopefully The Downward Spiral will be remembered in the hearts and minds of music fans for another 30 years. This is Gabe Zagafris with WNHS News.
We know all Patriots have been working hard this year to keep their grades up. With all this hard work also comes burnout, especially for seniors.
As the school year comes to an end, the class of 2024 is experiencing a case of senioritis. Senioritis has taken effect on many students at Northern High School, especially mentally.
It's definitely a hard thing for many seniors, even juniors, to go through. It definitely takes an impact on your work ethic and your just motivation just to be here.
Most seniors walk into the building questioning why they're there and end up going about things with a more negative mentality. This causing grades to drop and motivation to spiral with the start of the fourth quarter.
It really motivated me this year because now that third quarter's over, I can just flub all my classes and not really have to try.
Overall, senioritis is very real and very effective regarding mental and physical health. With a little effort and a positive mentality, the class of 2024 can finish strong. I'm Sky Lindemann reporting for WNHS-TV.
The Psych Club hosted a mental health fair last week to address mental health concerns at the school. The event was put on during all lunch periods and was well attended. Samantha has more.
This year, the Psych Club, ran by Miss Wilkinson, hosted the health fair this year. They had different stations in the small gym and some outside. The mental health fair was during all lunch periods, and students were welcome with the kids from Psych Club. And the health fair.
This is amazing. I love the bunny rabbit, and the cone ice is great, and I've had so much fun.
The Northern High School students had fun at the health fair, and the teacher who runs the Psych Club, Miss Wilkinson, is hoping to do it all over again next year. This is Samantha Marty reporting for WNHS-TV.
Thanks, Samantha. If you or someone you know is feeling burned out, please speak with your guidance counselor.
Although burnout is hitting the seniors hard now that it's May, one of the most exciting aspects of senior year is prom. prom was held at Hollywood Volunteer Firehouse on May 11th. The prom theme was in the Bayou, and many couples dressed up for the occasion. Students were having fun dancing, talking, and taking pictures while making memories. It was a fun night and good for the seniors leaving this year.
Senior year isn't all about recognizing academic achievement. Many senior athletes have spent the last few months and years preparing for their future, playing their sport. Paige Plater, you were able to speak with some seniors on these big plans.
Yes, a lot of talented seniors in our school have made commitments to their colleges to continue their athletics.
Great, let's take a look.
It's officially time for seniors to leave. After drafting essays in the fall and winter, seniors have finally heard back from colleges. They've committed to school and their hard academic work has paid off. However, this isn't every senior's story. Some seniors spent years perfecting their skills in a specific sport, hoping to get a scholarship and play at the college level. Although they know that their hard work has paid off, sports commits went through a lot to be recruited.
Once I wanted the times that I knew I needed, I started emailing coaches about my times, and for at least George Mason, they emailed me back. They said, hey, we like your times, we definitely want to get you on a visit here. So I talked back and forth with a coach.
So I met my college coach at a Virginia Beach showcase tournament, and he gave me his card after the game, and we just started talking back and forth, and he invited me to an overnight camp February of my junior year, and then April of that same year I committed.
The process seems long and draining for an outsider, but how do these athletes feel about the process now that they've seen those around them go through the other application process?
At least this one's way easier than the college process. It was a lot less work.
The most rewarding part of the college admissions process, no matter how you apply, is the excitement surrounding where you will attend in the fall.
I'm really happy with my choice. Randolph-Macon's a perfect fit for me. I love the school, the environment, the community, the softball team. It's also close to home, so my parents can come watch me play. But yeah, it's got my major and different opportunities for internships and everything like that. So I'm really excited about it.
It was a very tough decision, but at the end, I thought George Mason was the right choice.
I'm Paige Plater reporting for WNHS-TV.
Speaking of sports, all senior athletes had an opportunity to be recognized by their teammates, coaches, and parents during their senior nights. The Spring Sports Senior Night took place over the end of April and the start of May. The softball team saw an amazing night of support for their team. Seniors enjoyed a great last home game with their team and celebrated with a win over Calvert.
Our senior night is our last home game of the season, and it's all about just celebrating seniors, obviously. So for us, we make banners. We have ones that we get professionally done, and then the underclassmen meet, and then they make our silly ones or whatever. And then our assistant coaches, they'll spray paint our numbers in the outfield, which takes 5 hours to do, depending on how many seniors you have. This year, Kathleen made us sashes with our names and our numbers and captain on them, so it was really cool.
School years come to a close. Seniors have some parting words and advice for the underclassmen. Here's Courtney with more.
Navigating your way through high school can be hard. Every year when the seniors leave, a new round of freshmen come in. 3 years of experience, seniors have good advice for some freshmen.
Focus on school and don't focus so much on trying to be cool or popular. Focus on your academics. Allow those relationships and those friendships to build naturally.
Never eat soggy waffles. North, east, south, west.
Get involved and make the memories last because the 4 years go by really quick.
Just bring headphones.
Here's Wyatt Wright with more.
Graduating represents more than just finishing your senior year. It is a culmination of 4 years of hard work. Throughout those 4 years of high school, you will go through many experiences. We were wondering what graduating seniors' favorite high school memories were. From sports and other activities to extracurriculars and jobs. A vast part of your high school experience is spent outside the classroom.
Me and my dad were up in North Carolina, and beavers had dammed up a small creek, and it was flooding our property and a neighbor's property. So we called the town, and they didn't want to take care of it. So we took about 30 pounds of tannerite, and we blew up the dam and peacefully removed the beavers afterwards.
One of the best parts of high school is homecoming, and for Caleb Ledford, his junior year homecoming was quite memorable.
It felt really good that everyone wanted me to be the prince that year. It kind of it uplifted me, and so all in all, it was a good night. Homecoming prince and untouchable by the police.
We hope all graduating seniors cherish their memories from high school, but most importantly, strive to make even more in their future. This is Gabe Zagopoulos with WNHS News.
WNHS-TV won't be the same without its seniors. WNHS lead reporter and next year's executive producer, Logan Pring, sat down with us to help us reflect on what being in the class has meant.
I transferred here my sophomore year, and I had taken digital media and journalism already, so my counselor thought it would be a good mix of the two classes because I was taking public speaking at the time too, and I really liked it, so I ended up sticking with it.
So I've always known that I wanted to go into journalism, and I've always been in the kind of broadcasting program at each school, so I did in elementary and middle school, so the next step was to join it in high school.
I had an extra spot open in my schedule, and I saw this class, and I thought it would be a fun time to just kind of see what journalism is about.
I saw this class as a benefit to learn more about a future career. I'm interested in the news field.
My favorite story was I did a story on senior nights my junior year, so that was pretty fun.
Our junior year, Simone and I did a story also on seniors and their future commitments, and we got to go around the school and ask everyone where they were going, and we learned a lot about the college process, and it was cool to see where everyone was going to end up.
My favorite one was definitely when I was the cameraman and editor for like a field day thing with main track things. Yeah, the field day. Yeah, I really like that one. Being able to run around with the camera. The editing was a little bit tough for me.
My favorite show was when we interviewed the veterans that were teaching at the school and how they figured they would go into teaching after their military career.
My advice would be push yourself out of your comfort zone. We were really privileged to have access to all of this equipment and all these people who know how to do a lot of different things. So just try to learn everything you can while you're here. Because even if you don't go into journalism, you can use the skills that you learn here anywhere.
Always try and get as much stuff done as you can. Like get as much stuff done on your plate, so that you're not having to remind your teammates that you have a story done and that was due 4 days ago.
Just remember to make your scripts because they're pretty important, and just have fun with it.
Just if you feel like you don't like something but you've never tried it, just try it once. If you're too shy to go on the board, just do it one time, and if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. There's no requirement.
Just try to not wait till the last minute. Try to get stuff done more earlier so you can really put more effort into it and make it overall better.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. What is your name?
Oh, my name.
We just said we're starting with you.
Oh my
god. Guys,
wait. Okay.
I'm really sorry, guys.
No, you should keep it like that. It's fine.
That's it for this show. School is coming to an end and we are so excited for summer. But it's not over yet. Keep up your grades and spirits. Good luck to all the seniors with their future endeavors.
Also, be sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at NHS Patriot Press to stay updated on all things broadcasting and newspaper. Have a great day, work hard, be kind, get involved, and as always, proud to be a Patriot.